Deep philosophy, philosophy from our inner depth. Hello, Kirill.
Hello, Ran.
We have just finished a session which you facilitated with a group from Deep Philosophy, and we contemplated on a text by Hanna Arendt, this German, Jewish, American philosopher, on the topic of what is thinking. The idea that thinking means that we are absent from this world and go to another world of ideas. Can you share with us, what did you find in this text that was meaningful or that touched you?
The most crucial thing for me was what happened to a philosopher while he thinks. When I think philosophically, what happens within me? And Arendt gives an interesting perspective. Things that are actually present around us physically, they become absent. And non-sense objects of these physical things are present in our mind. And what is present in our mind are images, are memories. We use our capacities of imagination and remembrance. And this is a completely new perspective for me. Because what is usually said about philosophical thinking is just rational, logical thinking.
So philosophical thinking is suddenly a discovery of a new realm.
Yes, this opens a new dimension or paves a way to a transcendental domain, to a mysterious domain, which we can touch through our imagination and through remembrance. Being suddenly reveals itself to us, not to our rational thinking, not to our real self, but to our thinking ego, as Arendt calls it.
Can you perhaps share with us a sentence or part of a sentence that touches you, that seems significant, is related to what you said?
The sentence that touched me the most in the text, it is as if I had withdrawn into some never land, the land of invisibles, of which I would know nothing without this faculty of remembering and imagining.
And can you explain a little bit what touches you about this sentence?
When we remember, when we recall things that are no more with us, and we imagine maybe something which doesn't exist physically, and usually these two capacities are considered nothing real, nothing serious. But here, these capacities, both of these capacities that work together, they open a new domain, never land, a domain of elsewhere, transcendental domain. Where is it? Like Plato said, the world of ideas. Where are these ideas physical? Some special realm, and this realm is now opened for a moment.
So thinking is not just, oh, just thinking. No, it is a window, it opens, it's at a door to a land of a new kind of reality, a transcendental kind of reality. And Kirill, I wonder if you can tell us something a bit more personal. In other words, does this text resonate in some personal situation in your life?
Indeed, Ran. I remember a certain moment when I was a student. I did a research on the domain of culture. And a moment came when I was wondering, is that real? I immersed into that realm so deeply that when I returned, I asked myself, I questioned this experience, whether this, which Arendt calls Never Never Land, it's real or it was just my imagination. And now I know it was acquired particularly by my imagination with the help of it, but it doesn't mean it's just a dream. It's not some true reality. On the opposite, it is. True reality is real being.
It's very interesting. You're a philosopher, so probably people around you maybe suggest, oh, philosophy. And you want to say maybe, no, philosophy is the door to what is real. Does this resonate with you?
Of course, it resonates. Sometimes not easy to convince people when, especially when you behave in an absent-minded way, like Arendt describes, like Thales behaved. You need to show something. And when we together touch some reality through philosophical thinking together, maybe through part of contemplation, so people become convinced that philosophy can transform them, can challenge them, can show them another reality, another way to live.
Wow, so this is a wonderful message. Philosophy opens the door to reality, and so it can challenge us, it can touch us, it can transform us, because there is a higher reality.
Exactly.
Thank you, Kirill. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you, Ran, for organizing this interview. It was a pleasure.